Hi, my name is Dino Elitis, and I'm the owner and founder of Business Growth Simplified. Today, I'd like to share with you a little reason why owners get stuck working in their business and discuss owner mindset. The owner's mindset really influences everything in a business and it touches every aspect of the business. But that statement's pretty obvious because we all feel like we're heroes, right? What's not so obvious is how a very subtle change in your mindset can put your business on a completely different trajectory. There's a very simple change in the perspective that you can make in what ownership really means, and it can put your business on the road to success in no time at all. One of the things that you're going to have is humility to see the flaw in your mindset and make that necessary change in yourself if you want to get on that path to success. Okay, if not, the journey's going to be long and painful for you because you're going to have to make this change at some point in time. And sometimes we find that many owners require professional counseling in the process to get there. Doesn't always happen this way, but it can. And today what I really want to talk about is what is necessary in that shift in mindset required so that you can get on the right track in just minutes. Most people are blown away by the simplicity of this solution, and when it's applied properly, you can completely change the strategy and dynamics of your day-to-day operation of your business. Now, just because it's simple doesn't mean that it's easy. In fact, we find that owners don't do the hard work that they need on themselves, and that's why they end up getting stuck. So you got to take that mask off, and you got to look deep inside of yourself to figure out really what's going on and what you really want, and are you willing to make those changes in yourself to get there. So let's start by talking about strategy and how strategy really drives decision-making on every aspect. Okay, most owners are action-oriented, so they immediately jump to the first solution that comes to mind without weighing it against their overall goal. And as a result, this can cause them to wander aimlessly and cause them to become disillusioned over time. Now, another problem and where this kind of stems from is that most people set goals in a vacuum for the different aspects of their life. You know, for your business and professional aspects of your life in general, your family, etc. All these things are compartmentalized. And what happens is that the different aspects of your life become misaligned and you become dissatisfied with work-life balance that we really kind of call. Again, you don't connect the dots and you get disillusioned, and before you know it, you have sleepless nights, you can't get any sleep, you can't seem to get anything done, and you can't understand why you're miserable. So let's talk about that. Think about it for yourself, and really, have you seen this in others? Maybe you've seen this in yourself. What are the observations that you kind of take about that? Okay, think about that for yourself as we kind of go and we move forward. We need a method that helps and talks about work-life balance, but there's something even bigger that needs to come first, okay? That first thing that you need to do is you need to set goals and first understanding what your life's purpose is. And that's what we want to then use as your driving and guiding path, if you will, to get you where it is that you really want to get to in life. As a result, this first step means that you need to change your mindset and understand what your desired state is. Where do you want to end up? We always ask people, if you could have anything in your life that you want, what would it be? Okay, and then let's set that, because you can have that life, but that means you have to look inward before you start looking outward. We don't want to talk about your business until you understand inwardly what's the emotion that you want to experience and understand what we need to do to allow you to experience that emotion. We all have dreams for ourselves and our families. You need to make sure that the strategies that you're applying in your life and business take you and move you in the direction towards those things so that you can have those emotional feelings that you think those things that you want in your life are all about. Now, the problem is that we have a tendency to define these goals in the form of things, okay? And that's not really what we want. What we really want is the feelings and the emotions we believe that we'll experience if we have those things. Decades ago, I heard Tony Robbins call these ends goals and means goals. And this really had a huge impact on my thinking. Ends goals are the emotions that we want to experience, the feelings, if you will. The means goals are the things that we believe help us to experience those feelings. It's important for us to understand these two different concepts as we move forward here. So what you need is to understand why you behave the way that you do and what are the positive emotions that you're really going after. Okay, this is the way that you prioritize your positive emotions and align the things that you want in the correct way. It's the hard work that sometimes we hear other people talk about. You got to put that hard work in if you want to get that positive out. And what this really boils down to is we need to know what your why is. A long time ago, you connected owning a business. What we find in most business owners is that when they started their business, they felt that it would give them independence and financial freedom. And you're right, you can, and you can get there far faster than many of the people believe, just working for 20 to 30 years in order to get there. So why do owners get stuck? The problem is that you never learned to be a business owner before you opened your business. You were an employee before you owned your business. So when did you learn to be a business owner? You didn't. And so as a result, you applied your employee mentality when you started the business and you built a job instead of a business. A business requires that you have all of the necessary operating functions built around whatever it is that you do for a service or whatever product that it is that you sell to make sure that you have all the things necessary in order to grow a self-sustaining business. If you don't, the result is that many owners just build a job for themselves. And unfortunately, what happens is they end up working for a paycheck week after week instead of building the life that they want. And they never experience that independence and financial freedom that they wanted in the beginning. Does this sound familiar? Is this kind of the situation that you find yourself in? If it is, there's a way of getting out. And again, it just takes a shift in the mindset. Many of you are probably familiar with Robert Kiyosaki. He wrote the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad. He has another book called The Cash Flow Quadrant that gives a great explanation to the differences in mindset between self-employed people and business owners. So this is the cash flow quadrant. The cash flow quadrant is meant to create a successful business by shifting your mindset. On the right-hand side is an employee for self-employed. What you need to do is you need to shift your thinking to the right-hand side of the quadrant where you have a business owner and investors. Your perspective needs to go from being a self-employed business owner to owning a business where other people do the work for you and you collect the rewards as a result. How Business Growth Simplified framework helps you, it's designed to help you to understand your why. It validates your offering and then it assures that you've created a scalable business around what you offer or that idea that you have, and how do you build the systems in order to deliver that in a systematic way that allows you to scale that business over time. Now, what the most important part of this from a mindset standpoint is the why. It's finding that fire that drove you in the beginning. And the most important piece of this why is really doing self-reflection and really thinking deeply about things. We use the personal goal assessment, which is a tool that we have available on our website, and figure out where are those disconnects? What is it that you really want out of life, and how is your business disconnected from that? Or we've designed a 7-day challenge. It's a do-it-yourself program. It's free. All you got to do is sign up for it to take you through the process of really understanding what it is that you want out of life. What are those feelings that you hope to get, so that once we understand those things, we can build a self-sustaining business around that, okay? The other steps in the process really help you to make sure that your business goals are aligned at moving you towards the outcome that you want for your life, so that you can be an absentee owner that lives the life that you really want. Now, In doing that, the process that we use is a layered strategic objective approach. We do this by helping you understand what do you want from life, aligning your business strategy so that it allows you to do that, then setting your annual goals to begin to move you towards that strategic business that you're looking for, and then assigning those functional objectives necessary in order to assure that your daily actions drive you towards what it is that you really want out of your life. Now, in doing this, it also solves the compartmentalization problem that we talked about before, because now everything is designed towards your life goal. We avoid that misalignment with our life and our business and all the other aspects of our life. So this doesn't solve the underlying psychological issues that you may have, but it does help you at least align your professional and personal objectives in a way that leads you towards those emotions that you really want. If you have any questions, feel free to post them in the comments below. If you'd like more information about Business Growth Simplified and how to apply this powerful process to your business, click the links in the description below.